everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Rebecca, and for today's video I decided to do the ABG transformation look. Okay, so to begin with, this is what I normally look like without any makeup whatsoever, and I just clip my hair back in the front to get started with the face makeup. But before I do that, I want to look up the definition of what an ABG is. According to Urban Dictionary, an ABG is an acronym for Asian baby girl, meaning an Asian female gangster. ABGs like to hang out with gangsters and wear thin clothing. ABGs are also known for dyeing their hair a lot, from blonde to black. They also have many piercing, multiple on the ears and stomach and lip. They probably have teased hair, bangs, and have extensions at one point or another. Could also have painted nails and tattoos. Okay, so I think, like, based off of the Urban Dictionary definition, the only thing that I really have in common with like an ABG is, like, very recently I dyed my hair back in September. So this is my natural hair color on the top, and then at the bottom I dyed it kind of like a ashy, like blonde brown color. So it's kind of growing out right now, but I guess like that's one of the things that I have in common with an ABG, or like what the definition of an ABG is. I also like boba a lot, so I guess that's also one other thing. I know it's very common, but it wasn't in the definition. I usually paint my nails. I don't really get any like acrylics or like really long ones, but for this video I did order some off of Amazon, and I will put those on later as well. And then I also got tattoos, or fake tattoos, so we're gonna put that on as well. But for the first thing, I think we're gonna start with makeup, so let's get started. I'm going to use this e.l.f. matte putty primer, and this matte putty, I've used it before. It kind of helps reduce, or at least get rid of, like the oil on my face, because I think I have like combination skin, so some parts are really dry and then some parts are really oily. And then especially when I wear my mask, sometimes the makeup does transfer even though I do put on setting spray. So I'm gonna try to put this on and then focus it more towards like the bottom half of my face, because that is where the mask is, obviously. I do tend to get pretty oily, I think more around my nose area, and then also like in between my eyebrows. So we're just gonna focus that on those problem areas, and then we'll put on the foundation. Okay, so now that that is done, I have my beauty blender. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 125, or nude beige. And then I might mix in another color, since I feel like I'm not exactly like this shade. So I might mix in a little bit of a darker color. And then bring that down to the neck as well. So I like to use, so I have this really dark shade for some reason, but this is 322 Warm Honey, again also in the Maybelline Fit Me. And because it is more of a warm tone and it is a little bit darker, I like to put some like on the edges of my face to kind of act as like a bronzer, and kind of just like rub that in with my fingers. Just be very gentle about it to kind of like make my face a little bit more of a warmer tone, because I think like my skin is more like on the yellower side, or like yellow undertone, so I like to kind of use this to kind of match more of my natural skin color. So now that we're done with the foundation, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and then just focus this probably on the under eyes, and then maybe up here, and then maybe around like the nose, just to cover up some spots. So I'm just gonna take this, and the applicator is like really pretty big. Put that. I'm not gonna put too much of this, like that. And then for this in particular, I like to blend in with my fingers first, and then use the beauty blender to kind of blend it out a little bit more. I feel like one thing that's like really big about ABGs is their eyebrows are always so like perfect. I think some people get them like microbladed. Let's do my brows how I normally do them. I might make them a little bit darker, but my natural hair is kind of already dark, so I'm not sure if I need to like, I don't want to go too overboard with this, but I'm going to use my e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. So I'm just going to line it, but I might make it a little bit darker at the ends. And now that I made them darker and brushed them out, we're gonna go in again with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. This is in the shade Deep Brown, and I will use this to kind of make my eyebrow hairs stand up a little bit, and then also adds more color to darken it a little bit. Finally, for the brows, to clean it up, I'm going to use a little bit of concealer. Okay, I'm gonna use a little brush to kind of clean up my brows. Okay, so the next step we're gonna do are my eyes. So the eyeshadow look, I think I want to go with kind of like a smoky eye. I know in a lot of the videos that I have watched before of these like ABG transformations, they do kind of like a brownish or warm brown smoky eye kind of look. I did want to try to use like more of like a black dark brown. I think I'm going to use my two palettes. So this is the Soft Glam 2 Anastasia little mini palette, and these are what the colors look like. And then the second palette that I'm going to use is the Nubian by Juvia's Plate, and I've used this in multiple videos before. I think we're going to work with like the shades towards the bottom, like those brown shades at the bottom. I think we're going to go with like a neutral shade across like the whole eyelid first, and I'm gonna create this look as I go, so hopefully it turns out well. Okay, so to begin, I'm gonna use this matte shade right here and put that all over my eyes. And then we're also gonna put a little bit underneath the bottom, bring a little bit more warmth to my face. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. Oops, sorry, the second one. And I'm gonna put that towards the corners of my eye. And then also apply that at the bottom, but just the corners. I am going to take another brush, and we are going to use the last color in this palette down here. These are all matte, by the way. I haven't done any sparkly colors yet, but we're just gonna take that on the brush and then focus that towards the edge at like an angle, and then bring it across. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of like making kind of a wing, like with eyeshadow, just going at like a diagonal and then sweeping it across my towards the inner corners of my eye. And then just to clean up the edges, going with my finger just to make it a little bit sharper. So this is what it looks like so far. I'm gonna use this Noir color in the Anastasia palette on a small brush and kind of do like a little mini wing with this. And then I might want to actually put it right here in the inner corners right here. I do want to add a little bit of shimmer though, so I am going to use one of my clean fingers, probably on this hand. And I'm going to use this shade down here. I think it is a little bit, it does have some shimmer at the bottom. I don't know if you can see on the camera. I'm gonna take that on a finger and I'm gonna apply that like right above that little wing that I just did, and then kind of spread it out. Okay, I think we're gonna also go into Sultry because I feel like that shimmer shade didn't have too much. So I'm gonna take the Sultry shade right here, and then again take that with a clean finger, put it towards the front. Okay, yeah, this one has some shimmer. Noticeable shimmer. And then actually, I'm gonna take tempera on a small brush again, and then just pop that on the inner corners. Okay, and then now finally for the rest of the face, I'm going to put on some blush and some highlight, and then also do my lips. I always use this for my blush. It's my Milani Luminoso Baked Powder Blush. This is the 05 or Luminoso shade. And usually I just go in with my fingers, but my fingers are kind of gross right now. I'm gonna use a little powder brush. Just put this on my cheeks. And then for my highlight, I think I'm gonna try this new one. It's by Wander Beauty. I got this from a friend, Celine. So this is the Wanderess Glow After Hours shade. I think that's the shade. So this is what it looks like. If it focuses on it, let's put this right above my blush. Okay, and then now for lips. This is the only lip liner that I have. It's by Thrive Cosmetics. I've not used this before. It's Lip Filler Lip Liner in the shade Khaki. And let's see if I can swatch it. Oh yeah, so this is the shade. It's pretty nice. It's like a little brown, but like it has a little bit of a pink shade to it. So I think we might use that. And then we might use my Fenty Beauty. I'm not sure if another shade works well with this. I feel like a browner shade, right? But these are the other two like lip colors that I have. These are both by ColourPop. So this is this one, but this is too like pinky. This is also matte. And then there's this gloss lip in the shade Champagne. But this is also pretty like a lot more red, of a red shade, pinky shade. I think this one would work well, the Fenty Beauty. I'm going to try to line my lips now. I've never done this before. But I figured if I have this product, I might as well try to use it. And so for gloss, I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty lip gloss. Okay, so now that I'm basically finished with the majority of my face, I'm going to move on. I'm gonna use my Sephora. This is the waterproof eyeliner, and this, I think this is just regular black shade. And I'm just gonna go ahead and line. All right, and then I also kind of darken that wing at the end where I put the eyeshadow. So I have one eye done, now let's do the other. Okay, now that that is complete, let's do the eyelashes. So I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes, and then for the fake lashes that I'm using, I'm going to use the lashes by Doe Lashes. So this is called Morning Dew, this one on the box. And then these are the ones, these are what they look like out of the box. I've already trimmed them, and hopefully they should be fine since I already trimmed them in length. Before I do that, I'm just gonna curl my natural lashes. And then I'm gonna put on mascara. So this is the Better Than Sex mascara. Okay, so back with the lashes. It kind of took me a while. These are what the lashes look like. Again, these are the Doe Lashes in the lash type called Morning Dew. So that's what I have on my eyes right now. And then I also took out the earrings that I normally wear on a day-to-day basis. And I have these hoop earrings that I thought would fit the aesthetic of an ABG. So I'm gonna put these on right now. So hoops are on. Okay, so here's the necklace that I have on, the hoops, and now we're just gonna do the fake nails. So again, these are the ones that I got from Amazon. And they're I picked ones that are like more neutral, I guess, or like a natural color. So like they have a gradient. I guess the only unnatural thing is like they're really long. So this is like what they look like. This is a little big, so it'd be for more like the thumb. So I'm gonna try to put these on. This is my first time using like these kind of press-on nails. Alright, so this is my finished look for today. I finally was able to put on all the nails, and let me tell you, it was like a struggle to like, once I got my first hand down, I was like, man, how am I gonna like grab the nails to put onto my second finger? And I'll insert some clips here where I was really struggling to put on like the tape and then to peel off the little tape and then put on the nails, especially when I got to like the end, because I basically had all these like, I kind of want to call them like claws because they're really, really long. I chose ones that are like, I didn't think they would be this long, but they really are. They're like an inch, almost an inch and a half of just pure plastic nails. So another thing that is like really common for ABGs is that they go to a lot of raves and stuff, and I've been to about, I think, just like one concert, and then that's I went to Griffin, so that's what I'm wearing. I have his jersey, and then I also went to LED before, so those are the only two things that I've been to. So I guess that's like another thing that I have in common, but I think that completes the look. I'll show you my whole outfit from like top to bottom, and then I think we're gonna do one more thing, and I'll have my boyfriend come into the video, so let's get on to that. Okay, so now that we're in front of the mirror, I can show you my full outfit. So again, I have my Griffin jersey, and then on the back, I don't know if I can show you guys, but it has Griffin on the back too with the number 7. And then I have this black romper on underneath, and because it is a romper, like it does have a bottom portion. But I felt like the bottom was a little bit too short, so I covered it up with, I just put these shorts on top, and these are from, and then just on the top, just a plain black bandana, my necklace, and then my hoop earrings right here. And then I also have this black mask. It's like a zipper mouth. Yeah, so that's the basic look that I have. And then later on, we're gonna put on some fake tattoos that I also ordered. Tattoo time. Tattoo.
All right, got our sponge. Then we gotta
tattoo.
Take off the plastic wrap. The tattoo. Place it like so, and then
wet it.
Let it sit for
enough water.
Let's sure to apply as well. Whoa!
Ooh, nice.
Look at that.
Oh, that's so shiny.
Came out pretty well.
Looks pretty good. Yeah.
Nice. That was easy. That's neat. Oh, it's like slimy. Feel it?
Sure. Come on.
No, not that.
Oh.
It's slimy.
It's kind of gross.
Okay, there it is. I'm tatted now. Trying to get the plastic off.
Ah. You know what I did for the nails? I used the nail clipper to take stuff off.
Really?
Yeah, it actually worked pretty well. Okay.
Long
It's such a struggle. Okay.
So inconvenient. Alright.
Take
Plastic
2.
is off this time.
Yes.
And Happy New Year!
Woo! How does that look?
Tatted. Looks good.